I made one of the biggest mistakes that a person can make on the internet the other day. I signed up for a Twitter account for King Waspinator Radio. But hey, it's been doing my YouTube channel for a little over half a year now. And I don't think anyone is ever going to be able to really take me seriously until I do some sort of reaction to Twitter posts I see kind of video. So here we go. You're just going to have to look at me and have me describe and read what I'm looking at. But I followed Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Dungeons & Dragons official pages. And so I'm going to scroll down this little timeline and investigate and just see how horribly woke all these brands have become, so I can assess how broke they will be in just a matter of weeks. Starting off, we got a post at the top from Dungeons & Dragons, @Wizards_D&D. Looks like they're selling some D&D t-shirts. That's pretty woke. Men's t-shirts at that, with a white male model. That is incredibly woke. Good job, guys. An advertising for a D&D show called Dragon Talk. It's got 3 white dudes. 2 of them are probably older than I am from the looks of them. But they do have a pretty little white girl with some kind of purplish blue hair. Oh yeah, she's pretty hot. I would totally fuck her in the ass. Let's see. Marvel. They're doing some sort of post about how they got some variant covers for legendary hip-hop releases under the Marvel label. Okay. Dungeons & Dragons with a post about TwitchCon. Is it really possible to have a convention on Twitch? That's cheap. Oh, another Dungeons & Dragons post for a town hall in Seattle where they're going to be discussing the visual evolution of D&D over the years, called Art and Arcana, A Visual History. And yep, that's a pretty diverse crowd of white dudes in their posts. It's pretty woke. I'm pretty sure that most of the social justice posturing is largely just because they've been made self-conscious, but you shouldn't attribute malice to things where other emotional motivation might be. I mean, malice is possible, but it shouldn't be the first thing you leap to. All right, something from Star Wars. They're pretty fucking woke. Fucking Kathleen Kennedy, that whore. No, it's an ad for the new show. I haven't really bothered watching Resistance. I'm not interested in Resistance. I don't really care either way. It's not for me. Like, I still like some cartoons, but I have limitations of how young a demographic that cartoon's geared for that I'm willing to watch. As I often like to compare things to Transformers, just as a baseline of something that's kind of fairly low quality but still has a strong fan base. Transformers Prime was great. Some of the best animation they've ever had, great storytelling. Star Wars Rebels was great. Some of the best animation they've had, some great storytelling. The immediate follow-up, though, to Transformers Prime was Transformers Robots in Disguise, which had very similar animation style and overall tone that Resistance has. And Robots in Disguise felt like it was more marketed to like the 7 to 9 young boy age range kind of market. And that's just not appealing to me, so I stopped watching it after a couple episodes. Resistance, because it has that same vibe and I already kind of had a taste of that style of production from Robots in Disguise, I already kind of know it's not going to be my bag, so I'm not worried about it. Is marketing something for children considered woke now? Marvel, they want people to read up on some spooky Halloween-themed comics. That's cool. Some superhero adventures Marvel show, I guess, about video gaming, hosted by a somewhat chunky redhead with a tight t-shirt on. Yeah, it's pretty woke. Some posts from Star Trek about Star Trek Destination in Birmingham. Right on. God, those people just managed to get by on fucking going to conventions for the entire rest of their lives. But what else are they going to do? It's hard for them to get gigs when all people see is Seven of Nine and Sulu. Oh, it's Christopher Lloyd. And it's his birthday. Well, happy birthday, Christopher Lloyd. Ooh, a couple of posts from at KWaspinator. Another D&D online stream that was from yesterday. Star Trek retweeted something from Anthony Rapp. Poor Anthony Rapp. I just, unfortunately now, like, I forever associate him with 14-year-olds being sodomized by Kevin Spacey. And so it, like, you should have been a little bit more anonymous about coming out with that, I guess, maybe. Who knows? But it's not quite so much like, how can you watch David Carradine without thinking about how he died level of shame. But, boy. Star Trek Destination had Burnham. Oh my God, here, finally did find something woke. They found 6 girls to all pose for a photograph for a D&D game. My God. It's the end of men. It's the end of men. Something about George Takei. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be doing this again. I guess Twitter's just going to be so I can share links to videos I put out with appropriate hashtags, just on the off chance of scooping a couple more views in. But this is definitely a look but don't touch kind of thing, and I'm pretty sure there might be some wokeness here and there, for sure. But the wokeness casts shadows, and I think there's a lot of people jumping at the shadows. Not the best of analogies. Well, anyway, I guess follow at KWaspinator. I don't know. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Ain't my life. Piece of shit. Yeah, this is pretty fucking boring. Fuck you, Twitter.